Lake Faguibine in Mali, Africa has been declared a dry area in 2021 officially. Since the fact that it has been declared a dry land, the record has shown that since a long period of time after the 1970s and 80s Sahel drought that was seen in the region, this region has been constantly affected by climate change and the lake was drying but officially completely dried declared in 2021. Now, what was the concept that lies behind? This region lies in the region of North Mali, 80 kilometers from Timbuktu. And the reason we are talking about this is the extensive sand dunes. Now, the only river that feed this region of Lake Faguibine is Niger River. The inlet of the Niger River that connects to this lake was blocked by sand dunes. Now, since it was blocked by sand dunes, water inlet in the lake stopped. There were numerous restoration activities that started in 2000 to protect it. However, a lot of it could not actually help, but this region started to dry. Previously, when this Lake Faguibine was there, this region was an exporter of timber, livestock, fishes and grains not only to Mali but also to the nearby countries of Algeria, Côte d'Ivoire, the regions of Mauritania, and this was a prosperous area. After this lake started to dry, there has been extreme poverty witnessed in this region. People are cutting the remaining trees, soil has eroded, there is extreme dehydration, poverty, and Mali is in turn one of the poorest countries of the world. Facing this issue, there has been as per one of the studies, it is one of the 20 most vulnerable countries which is vulnerable due to the climate change activities. Also, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change has declared that the temperatures in Western Africa would rise to nearly 3.3 degrees Celsius, but in case of Mali, it would be nearly 4.7 degrees Celsius that the temperatures would rise, which is significantly high. Now, as we have seen, the river which feeds this Faguibine lake was river Niger. The connection to it is stopped, and as a result there has been drying of this lake body that started. Now, this lake is not just one lake there, but there are various depressions of lake which are seen. So, if we can see here, there is Lake Faguibine, Kamong, Lake Takara and Tele Lake. Now, the interesting thing is this region of Gondam. Gondam is the area where you have two rivers, one from the south and one from the north, the two tributaries that join at Gondam, which finally moves to Tel Lake, moving across Lake Takra. From Lake Takra, it actually flows out and moves into the region of Binta Gogong and finally moves into the region of Lake Faguibine. Now, the two streams are important. The southerly stream is known as the Kondi Channel, and this branches from the region of Dyer and then meanders across the Kili floodplain. The other is the Tuscany chain, and Tuscany Channel moves across the Kesu floodplain. Finally, both of them meet at the region of Gondam. From Gondam, they join to Tel Lake. Now, these regions, which are the joining points, we could say, are the regions which have been blocked because of sand dunes, and as a result, the region of Lake Faguibine, which was once considered to be a prosperous area where nearly 5,000 tons of fishes were actually caught every year, has turned out to be completely dry. There have been various ecosystem restoration progress methods which were adopted for Lake Faguibine with the help of World Bank, with the help of UN, but the idea was to improve the livelihood of nearly 2 lakh nomadic people who were dependent on Lake Faguibine, also to focus on various drinking water availability and sustainable availability, but all of them went in vain after this region has gone completely dry. So, one of the very important case studies that we have discussed, we'll be discussing similar future case studies for your answer writing. Stay tuned. Wish you very good luck. Do follow the links below for more information.